What's up, guys? Matt with Mattspokemart. We need to talk about Ascended Heroes. It is release day. Happy Ascended Heroes release day. It's a Friday. It's a good Friday. Down here in South Florida, it's cold. But main topic, guys, this set, it looks great. But please, please, please do not give in to the FOMO. We're going to take a look at some of these eBay sales of the recent cards that, people have gotten their hands on since the beginning of this week, started ripping product, listing cards on eBay and TCGPlayer, not TCGPlayer, just sealed product. But we're going to take a look and just kind of talk and maybe settle ourselves down a little bit so we don't FOMO and overspend. Yes, this set is good. Yes, it will most likely do well long term. It has God packs. Black and White has God packs from Scarlet Violet, but that generation is not as popular, so I believe Ascended Heroes might do better in the long run. And it's just great looking cards. The price will come down a little bit. I think there is definitely an interesting formula, right? Where, yes, after release products, cards, prices, values come down 20, 30, 40, even 50% after release, over the time span. But with this staggered release that Pokemon is intentionally or unintentionally doing, I think with the limited product in the wild on the marketplace is just going to create such demand because there's no supply, It's like the little bit that gets put out with each little product released, which they delayed now 2 of them, right? If I'm not mistaken, that it's going to get gobbled up immediately. And then demand or the value and prices is just going to shoot up like crazy. So yes, I think there's going to be a little, 10, 15% pullback. And I think that might just be the floor, for probably some time. Because if you think about it, right, this is my thought process. By the time all the products for Ascended Heroes comes out, we're already going to be going into the next set. So the demand will stay up here. People are going to stop ripping it, so the supply won't catch up to demand, which is going to make the value go down, right? They're going to stop ripping Ascended Heroes because they're going to start ripping the new set. So the supply is going to stay low. Some people are still going to rip it because they like the set. They're chasing the Gengar, etc., etc. But it's not going to be hundreds of thousands of people continually ripping and adding chase cards to the market, to the supply. So it's going to go up a little bit, up a little bit, up a little bit, maybe stay around, and then on to the next one. So there isn't going to be a continuation of supply being added to the market. So I think the demand is going to stay high. When the demand is high, the supply is low. I think that the values of these cards aren't going to pull back like people are thinking. I'm not trying to create FOMO. I'm just trying to, because this video is about not FOMOing. But if you see the cards going down 10, 15%, in my opinion, I think that's going to be the bottom. And if you're comfortable and you have the funds and the money, etc., you might want to grab your singles, because I don't see this set, just the way it's been designed and manufactured, I don't see this set coming down in value anytime soon. So anyways, if you guys don't know, I got a Pokemon shop, online store, MattsPokeMartt. I got a little bit of Ascended Heroes, very, very tiny bit. I didn't get to go hunting in the wild. I work 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, so I went to my LCS. He hooked me up with a little deal. He got short supply, so he didn't want to give me much. He wanted it for himself. So I got a little bit. He knocked off, 10% for me. I'm, 2-3% under market. I wish I could offer a better price because usually he offers me a better price, but I think he understands the same as me that this set, is gonna be in high demand for the entirety of its release window until the next set comes out. So I couldn't get much. I do have a bunch of prismatic though. I was able to buy some prismatic for you guys. It's under market. Where the heck is it? Oh, it might be. Oh no, here it is. I got some text stickers. It's a little bit under market. Again, he's a big believer of prismatic, so I only got it in like $24 per, and obviously I'm trying to make a profit, so I make a little bit of money. It's under market. If I can get better deals, you will see it will reflect in the prices on my website. So if you want, check it out. Shoot me some support. If you don't want to, no big deal. But I also have some Japanese. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. If you guys like God packs, bada bing, bada boom, Bada bing, little God pack action. But anyways, let's go take a look at some of these prices or sales. So we got the Mega Diancie, $80. It's a cool looking card, but $80. I don't think it's gonna maintain that price. Some of these values that we have here, I love this card actually. Hey, I like that playmat. I got that playmat. This is a great looking card in my opinion. I would easily pay probably $70 for that. It kind of reminds me of like Ethan's Typhlosion. I like the colors, the bright, the action. That looks good to me. Let's get back to the list. Pheasantipity, $250. Like, come on, guys. Come on. This card for $1,000. I would pay. I personally, this is a good looking card. I'm not the biggest Gengar fan. I like Gengar. But I wouldn't say it's the best Gengar art created, but it's very, for modern times, I think it's a very good looking card. Right up there with the Gengar from Fusion Strike. Beautiful card. The colors, how they clash with each other and they blend at the same time, morphing into like the different color scheme, whatever it's going on. It's a good looking card. The texture, yeah, it's a good looking card. Would I pay $1,000? Maybe. I wouldn't like to. I'm definitely gonna wait to see if I can get this, pull it myself, with a little bit of product that I'm gonna open. If not, if I see it come anywhere near $800, I may buy it, But then you have the aspect of, okay, reprints. If you can't wait, and you can wait 6, 7, 8 months when reprints hit, and finally the market gets flooded with some more chase cards, this card will obviously come down. But if you can't wait, if this card gets anywhere near $800, I'm probably gonna pick it up in the next like 2 to 4 weeks. I'd probably pick it up. What else? And Zoroark, $223. I wouldn't pay that. Clefairy, $305. That's ridiculous. Now, let's talk about this Pikachu. This Pikachu is awesome. I love this card. This is a good looking Pikachu card. Pikachu with the realism-ish background they got going on. This is a great card. This, honestly, I think this card is better than the other Pikachu, the pink Pikachu from this set. It's just good. It's good. Great looking card. Pikachu's like curious with his ear up, like his expression. Artist did a great job. It's like kind of candid, hidden, and catching Pikachu off guard. It's just a good card. It's well designed. Obviously, it's got a little texture in it. You can see up here. You can't see my hand pointing at the monitor, but it's a good looking card. I think this card would definitely stay around this price. I'm thinking if it gets anywhere near like $350, this is gonna be a pickup. If you get this in a 10, it's a good looking card. It's probably, that's this one and the Gengar are probably my chase. I'm not too a fan of Dragonite in general. Definitely not this Mewtwo. I think this Mewtwo is not the best design. I think the Mewtwo from Team Rocket's Destined Rivals is better. I mean, that Mewtwo is not as good as it could be in my opinion as well. But out of the two, I would definitely choose Destined Rivals Mewtwo over this one. So paying $600 for this, guys, come on. Come on. Just give it a little bit. I know we want them. I know FOMO, but have a little patience. Have a little patience. The cards are going to come down. Oop, oop. Let's see if we can get them side by side without it going off screen. Like, come on. Just whoop. Compare the two, guys. Yes, terrestrialized crown is nice. It's cool. Colors, pink, it's artsy, it's cutesies. But this card is also cute. I would not be paying $550 for this card. No, sir-ree. Not happening. It's cute. This is, in my opinion, in the long run, I think this is probably going to go down the list. You know, as far as chase. It's just, it's cute. It's nice, but it's not for me. Let's see, what else? 560, who do you, 430? Yeah, you paid too much. You paid too much. Frostlass, I like the card. I like the artwork, the coloring. It looks cool. Metagross, that's a cool looking card. Definitely wouldn't pay 150. Oof, $800? No way. This card is cute. It kind of reminds me of like the, what is it, the Korean Pikachu that everyone's chasing. Let's see, do we have any sales of the gold? The gold Dragonite? Mega Gank, 1,300. You guys are nuts. $1,000. This has to be a shill buy right here. This is insane. Halucha, 620. No, this guy got the deal right here. 435. Looks like he is doing the 1,400. Come on, guys. The cards, the supply will increase. It will increase. 680. I'd pay closer to like 500 for this. You guys are tripping. So anyways, guys, just please take a second. Think about it. Think about what you're doing. The supply is low. The demand is high. Once the general public gets their hands this weekend on all the product, you know, Best Buy and Target is dropping today. Walmart yesterday and today. You know, Target, people are going to be getting their deliveries from the pre-sales from Targets and stuff. Just wait till next week at least. Let people open the product. Let them flood the market with the chase cards. And then if you can't wait, buy. My advice is I would wait at least 2 to 3. Let enough chase get into the wild and then buy. And then really it just depends on, you know, when the next little amount comes in from the next staggered release. And, you know, who knows? Maybe that product doesn't have any hits. You know, so I just think this is a very unique situation, and just be careful with your money. I'm not telling you how to spend it, but just take a deep breath and don't have some FOMO. All right, guys. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my bald-headed opinions, and I will see you guys at the next one.